Peace, everybody. I felt I needed to speak on this because I can't speak on it on a platform because it's not going to be accepted the way I need it to be accepted. So, first of all, I'm not a street person. I let the streets go a long time ago after losing at least 30 or 35 people that I know to the streets. So, I got turned off from that. And there's two things that help me to look at things from a different perspective. Number one, I'm grown. Number two, I'm conscious. In stepping into consciousness and growth, you see things a different way. The glass is half full when it comes to snitching because there's situations where you may not have a choice, and I'm not trying to take up for nobody. I'm just telling y'all to look at it from a different perspective and think about it. Because whether you know it or not, you play a part in the future of the atmosphere, the climate that our children live in. So if we steady up here condoning murder and we ready to stone people who tell, but it's okay to go around and murder each other, go shoot up people's houses and all that shit and shoot innocent children, shoot old ladies, old men, shoot whoever the fuck you want to shoot because it's street shit. But don't snitch because we'll hang you and throw rocks at you all day and night and ridicule you and dog you the fuck out. But you could be a murderer and we'll respect you for that because you stand on business. That's backwards. Because what y'all don't understand is if we don't look out for each other, nobody else is going to look out for us. There's some type of delusion or illusion going on here. This romance and allure with street shit. And there is no street shit because all it is a plan and to indoctrinate you into thinking the way somebody else wants you to think and to doing something that someone else wants you to do. Now, this situation with O Block, y'all are really like, I don't know what y'all think, but these police officers can watch the same shit that we watch. You got people out of the state making documentaries, taking all these lives and all this stuff and putting it together and creating the story and telling the story without ever stepping in any city that they're talking about. Why? Because we have social media now and it's plastered all over the place, all over the internet, all over social media. So I was watching one time a live with O Block, and they were talking a lot. They were doing things and referencing things to a murder, and people in the fucking comments were saying things like, "Why you kill somebody? Why you do this? Why you do that?" Which was very revealing. So it made me feel uncomfortable. So I typed in there and I said, "Watch it, or stop. The feds are watching." And it's documented on one of Trap Law's Ross's documentaries, the one he did about Duck. It's documented there. I'm up there all by myself in a frame where I said that to O Block. So all that shit people talking about me wanting to go to jail, nip that shit in the bud because it's documented on Trap Law Ross's documentary. I don't want nobody to go to jail, but I couldn't stop nobody from doing what they did. And unfortunately, it's documented all over the place. But in order to plant some seeds, because I believe my generation planted a lot of seeds, and now those seeds have grown and now it's unstoppable. So we have to go back to the root of the problem. And the root of the problem is what y'all don't understand is these young brothers respect you older brothers more than you think. And they watch everything that y'all do and say. It's certain situations that can plant seeds in the youth that's watching y'all. Whereas They want to satisfy you because they don't have no dad in the house or nothing. So they want to be put on a pedestal by you guys, the older guys that they may not tell you that they listen and watch all the time and idolize and follow, but they do. So we were placed in this position where this street indoctrination has poisoned our mindsets. Because, like I said, we will idolize someone who's murdering people and causing havoc in the community, but someone who decides they don't want that shit in their neighborhood and says something is the villain. Who does that work for? It does not work for us. It does not work for everyone in the community. Not everyone can afford to get up, pack their bags, and move to the suburbs. But we make it harder on ourselves by planting these seeds in our youth unknowingly sometimes because we've been poisoned with street indoctrination. I had an ex, right? He had beef with some brothers and they got into a shootout in a really dark area. And the two brothers shot and killed each other by mistake during that shootout. But my ex is in jail for 45 years to life. He's never coming home. They will never, I don't know why, they decided to keep him because they could probably prove by ballistics that he didn't do it. But this system is designed for y'all to be in jail or dead. The glass is half full. Do I want to see y'all in jail or do I want to see y'all dead? Because there's really only two ways out of the streets if you stay in it. Some of you are lucky enough to get older and grow out of that mindset and change your life. But most of you aren't. And most of it is designed so that you can't make it. I said that this situation that happened with O Block and Duck, it's like someone had a hidden hand and they used one stone to kill two birds. You can look at my old documentary about O Block. You'll see that I said this months ago. They're going to re-gentrify Chicago. So they're going to change up the rules. The most popular two gangs that was beefing with each other at this time was 63rd, STL, EBT, and O Block. Both of them was shut down damn near the same time. You still got things going on, but not as much as it was. And it's not going to happen overnight, but they're going to change it. They had their plans. And we always play into it. And me being an adult and being understanding what they did, I cannot follow this snitch indoctrination shit no more. I can't follow that because I know where it's coming from and I know that it's not helping us at all. It's just creating more monsters that may grow up one day and attack you and your family. So we have to ask ourselves, where does it end? How can we shut this down? How can we switch the tide? Because it's been going on for so long, it's not going to stop overnight. But can we plant some different seeds in these kids' heads? If we're going to talk about snitches, can we talk about how it's not right to be going around murdering your own people in cold blood? Like it's cool? With the same energy? So that's my stance on that situation. And I just needed that to be clear for those who really care. Because I got a lot of messages from something I said. And some of the youth told me that they needed to hear that and thanked me for saying that. So that shows me that they look for guidance, whether y'all know it or not. Somebody watching you for guidance. Be more responsible, be more careful, be more thoughtful, be more intelligent. Because after a certain age, you should know better. And whether you know it or not, or accept it or not, you switch from being a youth, a young person that don't know no better, to a middle-aged, to grown-ass man that should know better and that should be passing on much more education, much more of your experiences to the youth so they don't make the same mistakes. And we can have a better quality of life. for yours and mine. Peace and love.